Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading, and for this reading I'm using the Angel Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to start with 3 cards, and each card is going to represent a section or a portion of the upcoming week, just to get kind of a snapshot of some of the themes and energies of the next few days. Okay, so let's get started. So the first card is going to represent Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we've got 3 of Fire. So this card says abundance with an exclamation mark. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Okay. So right at the beginning of the week, I always like to look at the suit of the card and then the number. So we have a Fire card, which would also be a Wands card in a Rider-Waite deck and in a lot of other decks. So we've got Wands or Fire, and this suit is about feeling really passionate and putting your energy towards things that are really important to you. I often think of like career as being associated with this card, or even like life purpose. But it's about, creativity and directing that creative will and that power into things that are really important to you. And the 3 of Fire or the 3 of Wands is about, you know what? I always think of this card as being more about like contemplation. So it's that feeling when you've put energy into something and you're starting to get rewards, you're starting to see the results of that energy. And you have that chance to look at what you're getting and think, does this feel right? Is this good? Because sometimes you can have abundance and things can be going really well, but for some reason it just doesn't feel like you thought it would, or you still don't feel fulfilled, or there's something kind of off. Even though everything's really good, you still feel like something is missing. So sometimes that can happen for us. So this card can kind of sometimes symbolize that, but it can also symbolize kind of the opposite of that, which is that things are going really well and you feel really successful and things are like chugging along at a good pace and things are happening for you and it feels really good. So it could be either or for you. And I'll probably come back to this card because I feel like there's lots of symbols and stuff in this card that I want to talk about. Like it looks like there's a volcano happening here. Like a volcano is exploding. Like there's a lot going on here. So I'll probably come back to that card. So Wednesday and Thursday we've got the Chariot, which is represented by Archangel Metatron. And this card says, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Okay, so this card will come up if you are moving, so physically moving from one place to another, like moving your home, or it can come up if you're moving jobs, if you're traveling, or simply if you're just making advances on maybe not necessarily a physical level, but a spiritual level. So this card is all about moving onward and upward. So midweek, you're going to start to feel like things are picking up even more. So we start strong with the 3 of Fire, and then the Chariot comes right after. So this is, I remember when I talked in the 3 of Fire about kind of evaluating how things are going and making sure that you're on the right track and things feel good. And once you've made that judgment or that decision that, yep, things are going good or things aren't how I want them to be, then you can kind of make changes. But that's when real movement starts to occur. So the Chariot is all about moving forward and moving forward quickly and powerfully. And I feel like this card has come up recently. Maybe, I don't think it was last week, but it might have been a couple weeks ago that this came up in one of the readings here. Yeah, but this is definitely a very strong card. Now, I'm going to do the next card and then I'm going to probably come back to all of them because I feel like there's a lot with these cards. The weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have 6 of Earth. Okay, so 6 of Earth would also be 6 of Pentacles in other decks. And this card says, gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. So those are just kind of a few things that this card can symbolize. I always think of Six of Earth as being about kind of like balancing finances. It's about, giving, helping someone, but also being able to receive that help. So it could come up for you because this weekend is going to be about helping out someone else, and not necessarily financially, but that's one option. But helping another person and giving and sharing your gifts and your ability and your expertise with another person. So if you have a friend or someone who kind of needs a little bit of advice or guidance or help or support, this weekend is a really good time to give that support. And in the same vein, if you're needing support and you're needing the help or the expertise or the strength of someone else, this weekend is a really good time to ask for that help, or at least be open to that kind of help. Because oftentimes that help exists for us, but we don't see it. We don't recognize it because we're not open to it. So you can end up feeling like you're alone and like, you don't have any support or any help, when in actual fact that's not true. You're closed off to it. You don't notice it or you don't see it. So this weekend is a good time to kind of take stock of your support systems and all the things you have in your life that can help you with whatever it is that you're working on. Because I think everyone watching this is working on something, or has some kind of challenge or something that they're working towards, or a project or something. So just kind of making a list even of all the things that can help you. And sometimes it's things that aren't really obvious. Like for me, if I were to sit down and make a list of all the things that could help me, it could be like books, particular friends, family, or even like a practice like meditation or yoga or getting outside, or a particular podcast. I mean, there's so many different things that you can draw on for support and energy and guidance in your life. Okay, so I'm going to take a step back and have a look at these cards. The sun is just like streaming in right now, but it's creating some weird shadows. Okay. So when I look at all of these cards together, a couple things pop into my mind. And actually that's just really distracting how like the sun is like just on one card. I'm just gonna move it before I continue. Okay, that's better. I don't know why I didn't set it up like that in the first place. Okay, so when I look at these cards together, Three of Fire, the Chariot, and Six of Earth, I'm getting the vibe that this reading is actually, for many of us, about career. It's about a job and being able to make money from something that we enjoy, and that's important to us. The Three of Fire, I often see that as a career card, and the Chariot and Six of Earth, all those things. I feel like for many of us, we feel like we have a vision, we have something that might be working a little bit, but we feel like we need more financial support or we need more money. And so I feel like this week is about really brainstorming to think of ways to finance what it is that we're wanting to focus on. And I can see that, we can make a lot of headway this week. There's a lot of, energy on our side that makes this easier to do this week than other weeks. My attention has been drawn to this volcano the whole time in the background of the Three of Fire. I feel like for a lot of us, we have a lot of energy and passion that for too long has been tampered down or like just kind of encapsulated. We haven't been able to express it and really let it go. So I feel like this week is about really tapping into that energy and that passion and giving it some direction. And I'm looking at the Chariot when I'm thinking about direction. So it's not enough to have energy and passion. You need direction. You need a bit of willpower and guidance to direct that energy into something meaningful. And then, of course, the Six of Earth is kind of the earthly supportive card that lets you know that you will be supported with your project and in that endeavor of bringing your passion to light. So this has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate and I'm from dailytarotgirl.com. You can check out my site for lots of videos, tarot tips, deck reviews, and so much more. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful week.